Welcome to Tuesday Night Live, the show that started it all. On TNL Network, we want to say thank you to everyone for watching our coverage from Branson, Missouri, School of Santa's 2026. Thank you to TNL on the Road's crew. We had the best time. We had a lot of help with TNL. Spangle had tons of help this year, which was fantastic that folks are willing to step up and help. There's a lot goes into putting one of these productions together, and it definitely takes a little bit of time. But you know what? Spangle always pulls it together. Got to say special kudos to Elf Noel. She was fantastic this year. She stepped out and did so much to make it a successful event from not just this weekend, but going all the way back for a whole year. All right, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and jump into the next segment, which is tonight's show is brought to you by North Pole Cornerstones, a new, unique, and entertaining educational experience. This is Tuesday Night Live. We are live. TNL, but everyone in the Santa community. But TNL on the road has been super busy. We've been out doing events across the country, and our next big event, we're going to try to kind of take it easy this fall, get ready for the Christmas season, and roll back out next February at North Pole Cornerstones. Come visit us, npcornerstones.com. All right, there is one thing for certain. We had a good time this weekend in Branson. It is always a hoot. Fun and education meet. You can't deny that. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and roll in here with Spangle the Clown and Elf Angela, our producer. Hey, yeah, that's the way I was yesterday. I rolled in here and from 4 to 10:30 slept half the day today. Wake up, Spangle! It's time to go to work.
Wake up,
Huh?
Spangle.
What's going on? Hello? Hey, you guys go ahead and do it. I'll see you in the morning. Bye.
Well, that's what Scott said. He bailed out on us in the last minute.
No, hello, guys. Hi, how are you doing? Well, I was just trying to take a long winter nap there. Hey, it's so good to see you all, man, and
I don't think the winter's long enough for all that.
welcome to the show.
Absolutely. So,
All right, guys, that's all. Good night, everybody. Oh,
I tell you what, let's just go ahead and jump into it, Spangle. Let's just go ahead and roll in. Let's bring in Rob Wood, Noel the Elf, also known as Santa Mel, and tonight's special guest with us, all the way from Ohio, AJ Stud Muffin Bayless. Here he comes. Look out for him.
Hey, everyone.
I did. Did I say Rob? Rob, I did mention you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I heard you. I heard it.
I think Rob is hearing things because I didn't hear it.
Well, he was first, and then Noel the Elf, because Noel, the Elf.
I'm not paying any attention, of course.
Hey,
It looks like she's sleeping too.
she is.
It could be just the echoes of me hearing my name being hollered all week long. Rob! Rob!
Oh, it's fire. Mel, you're fired.
Maybe dreams of a male lady.
Oh my gosh. Hi everybody, welcome.
Yeah, well, you know what? We had a good time. There's no doubt about that. It is a lot of work. We do it every year. We enjoy doing it, or we wouldn't be there doing it. And it turned out to be, we regretted that Joe Barney had to, pull out at the last minute. Hey, things happen. Life happens. So when that happens, what do? You go out and find two great replacements. Now, can anyone replace Joe Barney? No,
Nobody can replace Joe Barney, but somebody can surely fill the spot.
that's exactly right. And you had Mr. Phil Wentz, the founder of the Hall of Fame, uh, and he jumped right in. And you also had a fantastic guest that we had here on TNL earlier this season, Ken DeVos, and he was, everyone was just like staring and pins and needles and listening with everything. He's got a lot in his repertoire. Mel kind of, Mel, I'll call on Mel first because she's the one that does the webmaster and puts together all the stuff, and she's got firsthand information on old Ken over there, don't you?
Oh man, Ken's just amazing. Walt Disney World Santa, multiple gigs, multiple speaking engagements. I mean, the man is just a wealth of information of all things Disney and parades, and there's just so much to list, Bob. I mean, there is so much to list. And let me tell you, they were uber organized. They had everything planned down to the second. Um, like even in the beginning, they're like, "No, you don't need to introduce us. We got this." And they had everything planned down to the second. It was really he really knew his stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, they only had what a couple of 3 weeks or a month to plan, so
yeah, and they knocked it out of the park. I mean, lots of good compliments. Lots of good compliments.
Yeah.
yeah. So you were happy with your choices, I suppose, Spangle, and
Yeah,
happy with where
I,
everything
I,
went.
I was very pleased with it, and I am really amazed that we were able to fill Barney's spot. I mean, literally within minutes of me getting the call about Barney, I pretty much had that spot filled,
Yeah, he did.
and I think that has something to say about the school too. That we're able to get the top notch people in the business to come to Branson.
Yeah. So, quick update. Santa Scott was supposed to be on the show tonight, but he just typed into the comments that he just cannot get into his computer.
You messed it all up again, Scott.
Dang it, Scott.
Dance
I had I had my little square with you in here, and last second was told, "Oh, Scott's not coming on," so that's why we were 5 minutes late because I had to go back and rebuild my Steam.
Tell Scotty all about it.
Uncle Scotty.
So anyway, he needs a new computer.
I
So
need a
that's
new
going to have to be
computer.
the
My
next
other
step
one
was
over
getting him a
there
new
is the
computer.
darn thing.
All right, Rob, you got any feet and knuckles left?
Man, I tell you what, I went back and looked at my step count over the week, and it was something. I had a couple days. I had a couple days over 20,000 steps,
Wow.
That's putting them
and
around.
it was. But it's so much fun, and I cannot express enough how grateful I am to be a part of it, to be able to be in there and interact with everybody, and I often think about this and think, why? This is my vacation. And I go and I work way harder. Don't tell my bosses.
You need a vacation from your
I
vacation.
got to go back to work to rest. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to
Yeah.
go back to work.
Are you back to work already?
Actually, I had the doctor's appointment today, so I didn't work. I went in and checked a few emails, and then took off and went to Springfield for a doctor's visit. But I'll be back on and rocking and rolling tomorrow morning.
Well, good for
Santa
you.
Mel had to go right back at it. Did you, Santa Mel?
Yeah, yeah. I had a meeting right off the bat at 8 o'clock this morning. So yeah.
All right, AJ. I don't know how many folks are watching tonight that was not watching over the weekend when you got your new uniform, but
And your new
Tell
tie.
it. Tell us about it. Your new uniform.
So I was surprised by Spangle. He said I had to change. I had a uniform, and I was like, "What?" And I was not expecting it, but I was surprised. But thank you, Spangle.
You want to show everybody what it says on the front and back and the sides and
I'm using green screen. Probably won't show, but
uh,
oh,
you tell us what it says, AJ.
hang on, let her remove the. Hang on, AJ. Let her remove the banner there with their names
There
on
you
it.
go.
There you go. Now then,
All right.
Surface Santa logo, School Santa logo, and then
TNL
TNL Productions cover cam technician. There he is. He's a man of lots of names.
Okay, stand up and show that picture. Get in there where they can see your front shirt.
Oh, it's
Yep,
disappearing.
going away with the green screen.
Uh,
He can take a picture of it and post it on
You
Facebook.
can see it somewhat, but it has trays, pans, as the school has in the breakfast area. There, they got those metal serving trays that are kept warm, and it's got the trays. It's got some trays stacked off
Oh,
to
we
the
gotta
side.
fix it.
There you go. That works better. And got AJ behind the mini cam getting that cam cobbler shot, that $1 million shot.
No.
you like it?
Yep, I do.
All
Did,
right.
did you read that comment from Connie?
What did Connie have to
She
say?
wants to know how your foot is. I can't
My,
find it.
okay, for everyone's
Oh, there it is.
information, I had the best nurse, doctor, EMT, MS, whatever you want to call it, that helped me over the weekend. Santa Mel jumped in to wrap my leg up and gave it the support. I'm going to have to try to describe this, Mel, and I know it's going to be hard, but you call it a coal miner's wrap. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's just something I learned way back in the day from football trainers that we worked with way back in high school. And um, they had told me it was in the coal mines back in the day, people would twist their ankles by stepping in the dynamite holes. And what they do is they could not always get a split on something. So you take two bandages and you find out where pretty much the pain is, for lack of a better word, and you keep putting a twist, almost like you're braiding it all the way up the ankle, from one pain point to another, and it with a compression bandage, and it creates a splint, but it keeps that fluid in there from swelling, and the fluid actually makes a splint too. It's kind of neat. It works for like really bad sprains, enough to get you until you get checked out.
Well, and you told me come back in 2 hours. Let's look at it again. We went back over. You made sure my toes and extremities there on the end were still had feeling in them, and then you said, "Okay, well, before you go to bed tonight, maybe we'll look at it again." You texted me. I think it was 11:15 that night, and want to know how I was doing. It was all good. You said sleep in it, so I slept in it, and got up the next day and wore it. Liz Roosh brought a immobilizer boot that she had for me for Sunday, and that helped too. I think not being able to bend it because it was the bending that was hurting. But
Yeah.
short story long, it's much, much, much better. The swelling has gone down to about 15, maybe 15% of what it should be, and the redness has gone down. And I can actually walk on it today with no crutch, no cane, no nothing. I don't know if I can get my leg up this high, guys, but you can see there's really no swelling there, no redness anymore, and I can actually move it. So
It looks pretty
I was
good.
convinced for two
Wow,
days
Bob, I
that
never knew you had such pretty legs.
thank you. I was convinced for 2 days that I had probably tore something in there, just the way it felt and the fluid that was in there. And
And the heat, yeah, it was inflamed
but the
hardcore. But
coal miner wrap, man, I had never seen anything like it, and I'm convinced that was part of what really helped the recovery process along really quick. Because when I done it, I actually had a canyon down through there where that was, that length of that, where you had crisscrossed it.
mhm.
And that was right where the pain was shooting up my leg. And anyway, thank you, Connie, for asking. Enough about my foot. I hated that it happened at School of Santa's. You know me at School of Santa's. I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere, and I was kind of, had to sit back, sit in a chair, and hobble along everywhere I went. So
Well, I can tell you one of the highlights of the school for me was when we were able to get my lovely wife on the cam on Sunday
That
I
was
tell you
cool.
what, that
in
was
front of the
that was
classroom.
cool. That was cool to see
Yep.
Jetta, and she was dearly missed. There's no doubt about it. Everyone,
Oh,
wanting to know updates. How is Jetta?
yes.
And I mean, all you can say is it's a process, and you have to play the game and just keep
Right.
playing hard.
And let me tell you something. I think I told you this, Bob, and Mel was there. We unloaded the whole truck, got everything out, and there was just something still in there, just something little, only about this big and about like this. It got the truck all emptied out. Went to find out what that was, and it was Jetta's name tag.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know how it came out of whatever it was in, but that'd be like her, it'd be the last one in the truck getting things out.
Yeah, very true. Because she's the one that usually loads the van when you travel with just the van.
Uh,
Up in her stacking those trays and putting things together. And she's definitely a hard worker. She never stops. She's multi talented. And her personality sets the world on fire, and we all missed her very much.
truly missed. I mean, we were able to get through it with maybe with a little bit of luck and prayer, but she was definitely missed.
Yes, she was. So
Was.
let's kind of start off. Let's do a little recap. You know, we rolled in there. Well, you guys were there before I was. I get there on Monday.
Well, we rolled in for Sunday church service.
That's right. So you start off with Sunday church service. You had the
And,
camera crew from the Netherlands, which they're with
yeah,
Noel now. I
both,
hear.
both Rob and Santa Mel were there for the church service,
Yeah.
and I hope you guys enjoyed the service. It's my regular church.
We
You know,
did.
it was such a blessing to be able to go and be at church with, the Spangle and Mel and Randy.
Bless you.
Randy was sitting right behind us, and him and I got to share some time and take communion together. It was really a special moment.
And
Yeah,
I didn't know they were doing communion that day. I mean, my church only does it like every 3-4 months.
it was nice.
Very nice. Looks like Randall's on with us now. Hello, Mr. Wagner. How are you? Good to see you. Larry Davis with us. We got a lot of the folks that spent the weekend with us on here. You'd think they'd had enough of us over the weekend, right?
Yeah, you would think so. They probably like you guys. They probably put a little square over a post-it note over my section of the screen.
I doubt that. But anyway, you know, here's the thing. Schnickelberger wants to hear AJ tell more than just one or two syllables all night long, not just once. He wants it out of you the whole time. Are we having fun yet, AJ?
Yes, Bob.
Yes, we are, Bob.
Come on, elaborate, AJ. Tell us what you liked, what was going on.
So, my favorite part was doing the Santa oath and going to the Hay Goods and the Chris Clay Cooper show.
Okay.
Well,
But my mom really liked the Hay Goods show.
We did those parades through town, AJ. Were you the driver?
No, I do not have my license, so no.
This is Missouri. I think driver's licenses are optional.
You probably want to ask my mom on that because I crashed a golf cart once, and yeah,
Because you what?
I crashed a golf cart.
oh, AJ.
You
Hey,
crashed
good.
a golf cart?
Yeah, like I was,
What were you doing? Are you hot rodding it, like doing jumping ramps and stuff, or what?
I was going for a ride, and yeah,
Well, AJ, as the promoter or whatever you want to call my title for this school,
Proprietor.
proprietor, I want to let you know I'm not going to let you drive my truck, but I see no reason why you couldn't drive Carol's van.
Oh, you know how my wife is about that van. Oh, my goodness.
but I also helped out carry food out.
You help carrying food, yes, and microphone jobs.
You helped out on the grill with us, bringing that food in and out as we were getting it prepared.
Hey, hold on one second.
Out
Hey,
there-
hold on one second. My mom's coming.
I can give you about 1,001 reasons why he can't drive Carol's van.
Come
Here,
Come
Connie.
join us, Connie. Come join us.
Come on and sit down, Connie.
Tell us what those 1,001 reasons are, Connie.
Oh,
Tell us about the golf cart. That'll be enough.
ADHD is the biggest one. Too
It's
many
only
moving.
4 letters. I got the whole alphabet.
I know. Too many moving parts.
He didn't put it in a pond, did he?
Almost.
Almost. Well,
Almost.
Well, and let's give a big thanks to Miss Connie here.
Oh,
She kind of helped out a lot right there at the prizes for the trailer for the gloves.
the raffle.
Oh yeah, Connie rocked it out of the park.
And I do believe on maybe it was Tuesday night, maybe it was Wednesday night.
uh-huh.
Connie asked for a store run to pick up something, and did you receive it?
I sure did.
Yeah. What was that? You
Oh,
want to
it
tell
was
us about it?
Man, I asked for a bottle of scotch, and I got a nice little bottle with a roll of scotch tape.
Hey, I mean, scotch is scotch, I think.
Well, it worked, and I did use it quite a bit that day. All right,
It's a nice jar, though. It was a
You,
very
you,
nice
you
jar.
do need to be careful how you ask for things with me, though, of course.
I'm learning.
Oh, yeah.
iPads aren't iPads.
Right,
Nintendo
that one I
Switches
know.
are Nintendo Switches and scotches, not scotch.
Right,
Right, right. I just try to take care of the people that are helping.
no, I appreciate it. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks, Connie.
Bye,
And thanks for
Connie.
bringing AJ and you guys attending. We had fun.
Good.
All right, so we talked about Sunday and something, I was going to mention. AJ said he liked the Hay Goods and Clay Cooper, but because of my ankle, me and Carol and Lauren Jensen, because he rides with us everywhere we go in Branson, he doesn't have his vehicle with him because he flies in. But we sat in the back with Connie and AJ, and I got to tell you guys, when it comes to concerts, AJ knows how to party. He gets in, he claps, and he gets up and he swings them arms, and he's into it big time. So I know you had a good time on the Hay Goods.
Yeah, I did. I liked when they like did the zip line upside down, play the guitar. That was
Yeah,
my favorite.
that was cool. We got to talk about that. I know we're kind of getting out of line here. We're just going to talk about the Hay Goods later, but since AJ brought it up, that show on their promotional says the most popular show in Branson, I think, doesn't it, Spangle?
Yes, it does. Yeah,
And
for several years now.
yeah, and you know why? Because they opened the show coming from the balcony. One of the entertainers, the Haygoods, comes upside down, facing the crowd, with his head down, his feet locked in above, with a guitar, electric guitar, and he is strumming. I mean, he's got smoke coming off them strings, and not only that, there was smoke, but I mean,
That was
Me,
awesome.
me and Scott have it almost figured out. That's how Spangle's going to enter next year. The sport.
with Spangles luck this year, he better be careful. The zip
Yeah,
line will break on him.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he zip lined to the stage. That was pretty incredible. That was
Yeah,
pretty,
it was.
pretty cool.
But back to Sunday, after church service, we all took off to Lambert's.
Oh, yeah, that's where they throwed Rose.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's
And
always good eating there.
I don't know how many of you have been to Missouri, but if you ever get to Missouri, as Rob likes to say, you've got to go to Lambert's, man. It's right there in the south side of Springfield. And Spangle has taken, well, Spangle and Daisy May took Carolyn out the first time, and then we went back again a few years back for the school. And you, you, you can't literally cannot walk getting out there. Remember, we was talking to police officers we was leaving that day, and it's crazy how full you get there. I mean, they just keep bringing bowls of food and dumping it in your plate.
Yeah, and I mean, to really get out of order, I guess we could go all the way back to the Friday and Saturday before the church service.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Marlies and Eva came from Amsterdam, and they started doing their recording for the DVD or for the documentary. Then
Yeah.
we started Friday at Who Hot, and then I got video that they gave me for Saturday. We went to Steak and Shake, and these ladies are both vegetarians, and they sent me a video of them both eating a hamburger, and they put busted on one and guilty on the other. And they even took a bite of that, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, this is so good."
Well, let's just go ahead and tattle on them. If we're going to go there, you
Yeah.
took us. We went back to Springfield on Tuesday for our annual yearly run to pick up all the groceries at Sam's Club, and they went with us.
Yes.
And it was quite eventful because they had the camera, a huge camera, and a tripod, and was in the back of the van trying to film us going down the road, and had it mic'd up for conversation. But what I'm trying to say is, you took us to lunch at the taco place.
Right.
Same
Yep.
place you took us last year. Carol and I, and you, and Eva, and Marlies. Oh
Well,
my
I
goodness!
actually kind of wanted to go somewhere else because I like to take you all different places when you come to town.
Oh, but I had to
But
have.
Bob and Marlise both were voting on tacos again. They really
They're
liked it.
vegetarians, and they were all into them tacos,
Yeah.
and they
I
did
mean,
get
she
vegetarian
was.
tacos.
I mean, in all reality, Marlise was ankle deep into them tacos.
She was. You better explain that one, Spangle.
Marlise was trying to move the tray a little bit because of the camera, and she got her finger caught on it, and she was wearing the tacos all over her shoes and
Oh, how
bottom part of her leg.
many? Five, four, five,
Yeah, four.
four on that tray, and they went all over her white shoes, tennis shoes, and they were just everywhere. So you can just imagine.
Well, she said the guacamole gave her shoes a Christmas color.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? That and hot sauce.
Yeah. And then Tuesday night we ended up at a show.
Yeah, you guys did. We stayed behind because we did the Tuesday night show, so
Uh huh.
we elected to
Rob,
stay.
did you go or no?
Tuesday night, no, we were still setting up some of the sound and light stuff, and Scott and I were neck deep in trying to get that up and running. Then we went ahead and did the Tuesday night live with Bob.
Matthew Boyce. He is now the owner of the theater and now has this band, the classic rock icons. Fantastic show, and I really like how all the shows interact with the Santas when they're there. But Matthew Boyce, his first job when he come to Branson was actually at the School of Santas doing Elvis as one of our nightly entertainers at the school. But yeah,
So,
that was a lot of fun.
Mhm.
so Mel, Connie says she's not sure how you're even awake at this point, and if at any point you feel like you need to go, you let us know and
Yeah,
let you know. And just to explain to everybody, you drove and you have not had but about what an hour's worth of sleep at best.
a couple hours here or there. Yeah,
So just
but
so everyone knows, if she dozes off on us, that she wasn't faking early, she was probably really asleep.
it was worth it. I would do it again in a heartbeat tomorrow. I would.
Well, you don't have it tomorrow. How many days we got, Mel?
We have, ladies and gentlemen, we have. Go ahead. I'll let you know. Give me 1 second. I had it up. I do that.
100
We have 358 days, 3 hours, 25 minutes, and 16 seconds.
There you have it.
And Mel, were we extending something for 1 week?
Yes, matter of fact, we actually put up a note that says 51 weeks to School of Santas. And check our Facebook page. That'll be on there. Um, we'll have a weekly countdown as well.
Did you offer a special price to them?
I did offer a special price. I'm offering $459
Very good.
if Spangle lets me. But Noel's in charge. Just gonna say that Noel's in charge.
I'm seeing a comment from my lovely wife.
Yay, Jetta!
It's nice to know that she's here. That makes me
Yeah,
happy.
she's watching. She's with us. Love you, Georgetta. We miss you, girl.
Love you.
Miss you, Jetta. But yeah, it was fun.
Okay, so I think we did something this year. I say we because again, it's not me doing it; it's everybody else doing it. But we've got a heck of a crew now.
Are you going past Wednesday already?
Extra help? No, I'm just saying. On Wednesday, we had a record. You know what that record was?
What was that?
Everything was pretty much already set up, and normally on Wednesdays we're thrashing all the way down to Thursday morning.
Yeah.
And
Some of
Wednesday,
that had to do with Scott getting ahead of the game and wiring them lights.
having those lights wired, the lights are already mounted to the truss. Him and Rob already had the board all set up. They knew how everything was labeled this year. They knew where everything went. You do it a few times, you kind of learn the system, get a system going. And Rob and Scott coordinated together, and because that's a big part of what goes in there, that's got to go before everything else does.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
how about the film? Well, we're just bouncing everywhere, but how about the film crew at Sam's Club?
well, yeah, I mean, they were. People was wondering what the heck's going on. What is this? What are they doing? Are y'all some kind of Santa? What were they asking us about Santa? I don't.
Man, they was asking all kinds of things, and I was just playing into it a little bit. I'd say, And what time is Arnold Schwarzenegger supposed to be on set and things like this? We were like,
He said that multiple
they're like,
times.
what's going on there?
Look at him when he would say that. But
Yeah.
they were all over the place. Now Eva finally decided that she was going to get up on the buggy and ride on the front of it with that huge camera and film back at Spangle walking, pushing the buggy. And here we go all over the store with her riding on that thing, trying to hold that camera, and Spangle trying to push it and make it steer. Finally, they came up with the idea of her climbing in the basket and sitting down. Instead of getting pictures of you, because they had plenty of B-roll on that, they wanted to get some B-roll going forward. So she sat in the basket, went all over the store and filmed where the aisles and everything that we were going up and down.
I don't want to say anything about that certain box store that our friend Sam created, and I don't mean Sam's Club either. But I kind of felt like I was one of them people that are in there shopping at night, pushing a cart around with a grown adult sitting inside it.
Those girls, they worked their tail off. They were everywhere, setting that tripod up, getting that footage. They had an apparatus that was a weighted backpack style thing that had a halo that come up here and would hang the camera off of it like a swing. And
Yeah, they called that in their business. They called that the humiliator.
Yep.
humiliator.
Yeah, because you were humiliated whenever you wore it.
Humiliator. I got it.
Yes,
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
there's a big technical name, but they like to call it the humiliator.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Then,
Well,
then
that day while you guys were out getting groceries, I went to the airport and picked up Russ Levine, who came in from California. And, he was amazing. As soon as we got back, first thing he asked was, "How can I help?"
Yep.
And, he jumped in and he started working. And every time I turned around, he was right there just ready and willing to help, and was that way all the way through the whole school. And, when I took him back to the airport uh, Monday,
He did his best Arnold Schwarzenegger. What did he say?
I'll be
oh,
back.
I'm kind of wondering about our buddy Rob here. If he didn't let Russ in on something, and that's where that all that work came from. Maybe Rob said, "Hey, if you come in here and you do this and you do this and do this, and Spangle might hook you up." Hey, I'm
I
already
didn't
hooked.
say a word. I didn't say. I thought about it a couple times. I was like, no, I better talk to Spangle first. We never had a chance to talk.
Yeah, and something that saddens me that I didn't do this year. I didn't get, and Mel brought it to me, but it was already past time now. Is I didn't bring all my helpers up to acknowledge them, and don't think I am ungrateful, because I am most grateful from all of you, and I just, woohoo, it went up. My mind went on vacation, but thank you guys.
You and I both were guilty of that one, Spangle, because when Mel and I was up on stage accepting our Hall of Fame, I was expecting her to go first, and I was going to kind of play off what she said. Normally you get heads up that this is going to happen. You have a chance to write a speech. They give you 5 minutes to say your speech, and I just didn't have any words. I said thank you to everyone, and Mel got up there. She thanked everybody in the world, which I wished I had a. Looking back on it, thank my wife, my family, and the folks who had nominated me. Yeah, looky there.
Right.
You did amazing, Bob. You did amazing.
All I heard both of you do was stand up in front of everybody and say, "It was all us. We did it. It was us."
We were both crying.
That's right. Me and Scott were both sitting in the sound booth just crying like babies. It was just amazing.
Well, there's pictures uploaded because I was up there on the stage with them, and there's pictures uploaded of me having an allergy attack. I think it was.
Oh yeah, sure. I hate those allergies, man.
Yeah,
That's
my
your
eyes,
story.
my eyes were leaking.
That's your story. You're sticking to it, right? Allergies.
What did you think, AJ, about them two getting the Hall of Fame award at the School of Santas in Branson?
I was excited for him.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. It meant a lot, and I know I speak for Bob. It meant a lot to us that y'all were there in person, and it was like looking out over a family.
And maybe Someday you're going to be there, AJ.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Goals,
Yeah, you get to go
AJ.
in, put your
Goals.
name up as AJ Stud Muffin, Mr.
Egg.
Cobbler Cam.
I don't know if
Bayless.
Miss Angela can pull me up full screen here for a second.
There you go.
I can if you want to.
Uh, we actually had 7 Hall of Famers there. It was just that moment, you know.
A little bit of trouble, but he didn't get hurt. There was a couple other things that happened. We're not going to get into it. It's not our place. But I will say, Santa Scott took a tumble too.
Yeah.
Tell him about it, Rob. You were there.
Yeah, we were loading up, packing things into the trailer, and it's almost midnight. We're exhausted, and it literally was the last thing to go up into his trailer. Was carrying some mic stands, and he got his feet tangled up, and he took a dive. I saw my life flash before my eyes because all I saw was Scott coming down towards me. But he hit that ramp, and it's just a very fortunate thing that Bumbles bounced because he was we got him back up on his feet.
Okay, here's the serious one, and we want to address this. Santa Brian, congratulations, my friend, for being a professional Santa for 22 years. We are proud of you, proud of your dedication, your time served, job well done. But the way to get into the Hall of Fame, you have to have nominations. Someone has to nominate you. They have to put together an actual nomination. And for myself, and I know Mel can speak for herself on this, I had Randy and Debbie Neely here in Dallas, Larry and Sherry Davis here in Dallas, put together the nominations. You have to have letters from folks that you've worked for, any events you might have done, any city, municipality you might have done an event for. Get them to write you a letter of recommendation. You can get some of your Santa friends, but they're not really taking as much on the Santa side as they do. They want it more from the outside world,
Mhm.
but it all helps. But it's all based on your accomplishments and how much that you have done to contribute to make a difference in the Santa community. Anybody can be nominated. My suggestion is to go over to the International Santa Claus Hall of Fame.com. All you got to do is type in Santa Hall and it'll pop right up where you ever get it all in there. And the criteria is in there. It changed a few years ago, so the rules are new. So be sure and go over there, find someone who believes in you, like I did with Randy, Debbie, Larry, and Sherry. My wife was involved in it. My daughter was involved in it. My son, everyone, and let them nominate you. If you, and again, it was 100 and how many, Mel? 56 taken
Yeah.
last
It's,
year
I think
that were
156.
submitted.
Yeah.
I think 41 out of the 156 met the criteria, and I think it was 15 of us that went in.
Yeah.
16 of us went in
16 and
out of
20.
41.
Yeah.
And
And
I know Mel can say the same thing I'm going to say because she and I have talked about this over and over. Yes, we've made a difference. Yes, we've been there. We've worked hard. We've got so many different projects going on, but you almost feel guilty because you know there are folks out there that's been doing it longer than you have, that's put just as much work in, and they're not in yet. But that's really the best way to do it is just go over and see and get someone started on it.
yeah, I was blessed that Jared Dugan and Lee Andrews nominated me. It was kind of like a sneak attack, which was way cool because to be up there with all my superheroes, there's so many people that are just better, that have it more together, and just to share that place with people that I just look up to, like you, Bob, and Spangle, and Phil, and I can name every Hall of Famer. Like I said, it's like, what do you do when you finally get to stand up there with your superheroes? And it's so humbling. I'm going to start crying again. It is just so humbling. I've been doing this for 34 years, and most female Santas get inducted posthumously, to get in while I was still alive. I am truly blessed, and I just, the fact that I get to stand next to Bob and the clown, it means so much to me. It means
Well,
Not
so
yeah,
gonna lie though, Mel, when I found you under the table there, I was a little concerned about the living thing.
much.
I thought we lost you for a minute.
I thought she fell because remember she had the black Johnny's black cowboy hat on, and when she took the hat off, she had that black stripe across her forehead. And I think, oh my gosh, she's in fell, hit her head. She's passed out. She's under the table. She was under there trying to snap her back, crack it because it was tight and was hurting.
That was the only cool spot too, under the table. So I was just lying flat on my back under the table. Like, could have taken a nap under there.
Kevin Bernhardt wants us to name the Hall of Famers
I
again.
think AJ replied to this.
Yep, AJ put that in there. Good job, AJ.
Good
Thanks, AJ.
job, AJ.
Stud muffin.
You stud muffin, you.
Anyway, so I kind of talked about this before, but I think it's a good spot to talk about it. Spangle called me. He says, "Welcome to the club, brother." I said, "What club?" He says, "The club."
The old man club.
I said, "What are you talking about?" He says, "The old man club." I said, "Spangle, come on, man, spit it out." He says, "You made it." I said, "Made what?" He said, "You made the Hall of Fame. This is your official call." I said, "BS." For a week, every day, he calls me 2 or 3 times a day and wants to rag on me, right? I'm not believing it because Spangle is the biggest jokester on the planet Earth.
The
Hell,
clown.
maybe in the cosmos, who knows? But
Yes.
until I officially heard it from Phil Wentz, I still wasn't sure. And at that moment, I broke down and cried. And then I called Spangle and said, "You son of a gun, you."
Hey,
'Cause-
hey, Bob, I'm sorry. I let Phil Wentz in on the joke. We're going to take everything tomorrow.
yeah, what I tell you,
All
Mel,
time.
they
Yep.
can't take it away from us now, can they?
Yep. Keith Carson called me. That was awesome.
So anyway, Kevin, to answer your question, it was me and Mel, of course, sitting on the fence. They wanted the two new inductees to be together down front. To the left was Spangle. Then it was Bill Wentz, the founder of the Hall of Fame. Then it was Doug Eberhardt. He owns ProSanta.com, ProSanta. He's got 4 or 5 different names. He's got schools. He has clothing. If you don't know who Doug Eberhardt is, look him up.
Nice guy. Nice guy.
Uh, Then we had Rick Rosenthal. He owns Northern Lights Academy over in Atlanta. It's one of the Santa schools, been around for many years. He also has a placement agency where he places Santas and stuff such for employment. And then on the end was Santa Carlucci. I mean, everybody knows who Carlucci is, I think, right?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd been asking Rick for several years to, come out to the school. He's somebody I've always looked up to, and he finally came, and I think he was pleased at how it goes. And he had his banner up back there where he was next to Larry about his employment agency, and had his Northern Lights thing up there. I, in Branson, we believed, about promoting other schools and other events, and I thought it was pretty cool that he came.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I think it was cool.
Santa Ron, you do not. All you have to do is just, it's really merit based on what you've done in the community as a performing Santa, Miss Claus, elf, whatever. But it's really about the merits, the differences, and the changes you have made. Mel's list is a page long. My list was a page long. Spangle's list was a page long. We all just have contributed a lot, and it doesn't hurt to be out there in the community and be known. And find somebody, like I said, go over and check out the criteria. Find somebody to help work with you, and see if put your name in there. All they can say is no, right?
Yeah. And if you don't know, they might shock you and just call you and surprise you.
Well, Spangle might call you and tell you you're in the club and then mess with you for a week.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
That is
Absolutely.
true.
what haven't we covered? Well, we kind of started on the entertainment, but we never did get there. Let's go ahead and go back to the very first in the beginning. Terry Wayne Sanders.
He was great.
He come in as, oh my gosh, tell him about it, Mel. I mean,
Terry Wayne Sanders is like a fixture in Branson and Silver Dollar City. He used to be on Hee Haw. He just makes you smile as the minute you see him, and
it's
I'm so
energy.
his energy. I'm so glad Spangler and him are tight because he's always there, and he always sets the tone for the school, if you will, for entertainment. And Lord, he came out as Richard Simmons in those tight little booty shorts and tank top and the fro. He was great, by golly. He was just great.
And
Um,
the crowd all wearing headbands and sweatbands, and
yep.
With that high pitched voice. I mean, he come down the hallway. Now he is the ultimate professional. Every year he comes, he's already dressed. After that first year, he's come dressed. He comes to the door. He's already in character when he gets there. He's back there pacing back and forth in the room, running his lines across him, getting his voice. I mean, he is just always on, no doubt
Oh yeah.
about it.
yeah.
Without without.
Okay, so that takes us to you. You talked about what you did on Tuesday, right?
Yes, sir.
And then Wednesday,
Wednesday we went to the murder mystery dinner show.
murder mystery dinner show. And who turned out to be the murderer this year? It's Larry Davis.
Sorry.
Killer Larry Davis. He's changed his moniker. Santa Killer.
People. Quiet, calm, collective Larry. That quiet type's always the ones you got to watch.
Yeah, it is.
Not
Yeah.
Larry.
And then Thursday we had for the evening's entertainment, which we went live for a bit. So if you caught some of that live, you're going to know that Kenny Rogers. Oh my gosh,
Wow.
Rick is phenomenal.
We've had him there the last couple of years, and I've gotten a lot of requests that if I could bring him back next year.
Yeah, Rick is good. And then rolls on
But
into
he is talking about going up north though, so I'm not 100% sure on that.
yeah. Well, maybe he'll come back down for school sentence because it's something he's done a couple of years and he really enjoys it. You can tell.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So then again, Friday night we went and saw
Well, hold on, Bob.
what?
Thursday night we had the John Rickard Memorial Barbecue that you were a big part of, you and
We
Rob.
did. I guess we kind of spoke on that for just a moment. We, a couple of years ago, we lost Johnny, Melissa's husband, and again, it's just like when you lose somebody that you're close to and that you enjoy to be, being around, that it really just takes the wind out of yourselves, hurts your heart. You go back and it just doesn't feel the same. And I know it's been hard for Mel. She is a pillar of rock in our community, but sometimes that pillar, starts to lean, and you have to have somebody to lean on. And we've all tried to be there for Mel.
Yeah.
But the really cool name that the John Rickard Memorial Barbecue. And if you've caught any of the actors on the Tuesday Night Live show, me and Rob, we have fun out there. We had AJ running food back and forth for us. We had help on the grill this year, didn't we, Rob?
Hey, we did. Now we had Randy Checker Lee out there with
That's
us.
right. Mr. Randy
And
was out
Chris
there.
and Jaylene were helping us, and
They
man, there was
recruited weenie bumpers.
there was some serious weenie bumping going on. That's right, Angela. We even had
There's
the
a
video
video.
for
If you
you.
haven't caught it, go over to it's on TNL, Angie.
No, I need to put it on there.
She's going to get that posted and put it up on
It's
the
on
TNL
Thursday
Network Production
night's,
page.
Yeah.
Thursday night's live stream, but I haven't put it on.
There's
Let's
nothing worse.
talk for a second about AJ taking the hamburgers and hot dogs in there. We run a pretty tight ship there at School of Santas, and it seemed like every tray of hot dogs AJ took in there was 140 of them when he left the grill, and there was 135 of them when he got to the kitchen. What happened there, AJ?
I was getting hot and overheated.
No, I'm talking about the count of the hot dogs disappearing from the grill to the kitchen.
Did you start eating before you even got in the building, AJ?
I ate them.
On us, man. Hello, Mr. Carlucci. Good to see you. He's using Jenny Lynn's phone, he said, but he's watching tonight, so good to have
Very
you.
nice.
My
Very
Santa
nice.
Carlucci.
We were talking about you just moments ago.
Yes, we were.
That's probably why he got on. His ears were burning.
I don't know how long you've been on, Carlucci, but we're just doing a recap of what happened this weekend. But yeah, you know, the
Carlucci's been there a long time.
Memorial Cookout is something that means something to all of us because Johnny's name is now attached to it. And again, we try to get AJ to flip a dog or two, or come over and help hold down the patties as we was moving them around. And he says, "No, Bob, don't want to get burnt."
Maybe next year I'll do it.
Them flames were jumping up, and yeah, he got burnt last year, so he didn't want to get anywhere near it this year.
Maybe next year I'll do it.
Well, then went into Friday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Friday was awesome.
And we do have a group of vendors that do sell product, and are also teachers. So we put them as the instructors on Friday. Mm-hmm. Then Saturday, so they got to talk. So that's nice.
So I don't know if Mel's waking up or has the energy to run through the vendors list. You got it there where you?
Sure, I got it right here. We had, let me go back to here. We had, ready, go, hold on a minute. We had the Carlucci Way. Boots, handmade boots. They're amazing. Snow on the Roof Santa hair. Moderately country wood art. Holiday photo magic. Pro Santa shop. Chainsaw leather. A touch of Christmas magic. Gig salad. Santa magic with Larry Talbert. Bob View with Cherry Hill programs. Stuff for Santa. Again, holiday photo magic and graphic design. It was a red letter year for vendors. And then we had Shirley Reader with her books.
And we had Steph Boys and Missy Boggs.
Yep.
Doug Everhart, the TNL crew was there, and even Rick Rosenthal was, promoting his Santa business and the school, Northern Lights.
We had a guest vendor. Noel was a guest vendor.
Yes, and I think Noel as the guest vendor sold out too.
Yeah. Thank you for all who supported Noel. That was fun. Noel was a big part of school this year, more so than last year. So thank you all for that.
And part of what I do along the way at School of Santas, and we also do it at Cornerstones, is we go around and check on the vendors, make sure they don't need anything. It's kind of something I take on myself. But then, we get down to Sunday, I always like to go back and check on them one more last time and ask them, okay, so did you do well enough to make it worth your while to be here? And everyone said yes. So that makes it successful any way you look at it.
Yeah, even TNL on the road was there.
Yeah, and we were successful. We sold some hats. And AJ, tell me about your TNL hat. Where's it at?
It's on my dresser. I'll get it real quick.
Well, wait a minute. Before you go, you're a celebrity. You want to tell them about your celebrity hood now?
Oh, I got to sign my first hat.
Got to sign his first hat right along with me and Spangle. How about that?
Oh, that's cool. I didn't hear about that.
Yep, he did.
Yep. I got to sign a hat too. It was awesome, man. It was a really honor.
Cool. So we sold a couple of mugs and a patch, and so TNL got starting to get the name out there, man. Everybody's got to have one of these. If you don't get it from me, get it from Spangle, stuffforsanta.com. They're on the website, aren't they, Spangle?
They're not, but maybe they should be.
They should be.
And we had the first time there was a $1,000 giveaway to one of our vendors.
Yes, there was.
Yeah, that was quite a surprise, wasn't it?
It was pretty awesome.
$1,000 cash giveaway.
Well, that vendor is really a very successful vendor, so that vendor really didn't need that $1,000. He should have donated it to his cooking crew out there at the Johnny.
But take note, that is the only vendor that has been to every show with me.
Well, this is true too. Go ahead and spill the beans. Who was it, Noel?
Well, What?
Who was the vendor that got the $1,000 prize?
Well, we had an awesome vendor. It was a tight competition, but it was stuff for Santa. Congratulations, stuff for Santa.
Organizer, proprietor, owner, and has the biggest and largest vendor spot there. Gives himself $1,000 for being the best. Nobody could do it but Spangle.
Hey,
I-
let
Best part is he gave himself an IOU.
Yeah, use them an IOU.
I want to know who won the door decorating contest this year.
Oh, the door
Bob,
decorating.
Bob never claimed his prize.
Yeah, you had an honorable mention, Bob.
Well, I didn't know honorable mention got anything.
Yeah, they got paid.
Yeah.
Well, Carol, you got honorable mention. You didn't get paid.
But,
And she says, "Oh,
You can
I
email
can't,
it to me.
and forgive me, I can't remember names, but the first place winner was the door with all the little pictures of the grandbabies on it at school.
that was
That
cute."
was good. The second place winner was Duffy Salute to the Veterans, which was fantastic. The third was the Santa Claus that looked like he was popping out of the door with the gold quill in his hand. Yep.
And our door was elf,
Grinch.
Grinch themed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So many creative doors. I'm going to put them all on the website. I'm actually uploading them.
that'd be nice. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great. That
Bob's got this problem with the door contest. It's hard to make the helpers first place.
Well, and Carol and I have talked about that. She's so disappointed that she always feels like we got a good chance, puts the effort into it, spends a lot more than first place is going to receive.
Yeah.
But I told her, I said, it wouldn't be right to swear up down. It was fixed. So,
Yeah.
as long as we get a mention, we're happy.
But it was a beautiful door. Every door was beautiful. Even the guy who wrote ditto on the piece of paper and pointed to the door next door.
I thought that was hilarious, and I think he should have won first place, but he didn't have the school Santa card on his door.
Yeah. And then Rick Maynard put something about like it's a federation of something on his door. That was pretty cool too. Yeah, Jenny, I'll upload photos of the doors. I'm working on that. I can't show them right now.
We don't know if that's Jenny or if that's Carlucci. But
It's Carlucci using Jenny's phone.
Oh, okay. Jenna Carlucci, I'm uploading them.
Together, like hanging out on the couch. So
Yeah.
Whoa, no wonder.
I'm just guessing.
So I'm going to get them, and I'm going to
Kane was
share a lot of our pictures.
The little door.
Kane, okay. Kane, that was awesome, dude.
What was that?
Kane's
Man,
door.
was the ditto door.
It was the ditto door.
Oh, all right.
Kane and Amy helped us out too a lot, setting up too.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, Kane.
And
Nice.
They dressed out in costume and character and got photos with Steph.
Yep.
And Kane, I told Kane he's a lucky man. You better watch out. There was a lot of guys eyeing Amy. She's really pretty when she's all dressed up. Had that Mrs. Claus outfit on. He goes out and performs with her as Mrs. Claus and Santa. Better watch out.
Yeah.
Very
She
nice.
was so beautiful.
How about Saturday?
Okay, Saturday was a long day.
Yeah, it was.
Well, it starts at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, Saturday was a long day. But if we just want to jump right into the entertainment, that was the night that we went in. Who did we see, AJ?
The Haygood. I mean, Clay Cooper and the Haygoods.
Yeah,
Well,
Hey,
Cooper
Hey
Friday.
Goods were on Saturday, Clay Cooper on Friday.
Yep. They were great. They were good.
Talk about the very end of the show for me, AJ. When they turned the lights down low and everyone had lights on their instruments and the guy singing, what did he have on?
LED.
He had a robotic looking outfit on with LEDs, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty cool ending to that show.
That was neat.
Did you like that, AJ? The robotic suit?
Yeah, I really like that.
Maybe your mom could make you one for the next school.
Maybe.
He looks around at her and goes, maybe.
Was she shaking her head up or down or sideways?
She's shaking her head, no, I'm sure.
and I'm trying to
AJ,
clean up
you just show up. We'll just drape Christmas lights around you and get a real long extension cord. We'll make it work.
That works.
All right, so let's do Sunday. We're already over an hour sitting here having a good time. Folks are sticking with us. We like to reminisce and kind of go back, and I'll explain why this show is the show it is. We've done 4 shows already up to this point, and I'm sure you guys are kind of tired of hearing about SOS, but it's a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
And I didn't get home until 4 o'clock yesterday. Mel drove all night and didn't get there until sometimes this morning, just as the sun was coming up.
This morning.
5:30 this morning.
5:30 this morning. And AJ and them just got there. What? How long ago, AJ?
Like an hour ago.
Wow.
No, you've been on the show for an hour.
Half an hour ago.
Because he rode in right at showtime.
Yep.
Maybe an hour before the show.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Now Spangle had an hour, but he made 4, 5, 6 trips back and forth, so that adds up to 4, 5, 6 hours between Springfield and Branson. Rob,
I even had to go back down there today.
Rob made several trips too, didn't you?
Made a couple trips, and then it's only about 2 hours from Branson to my house. And once I got Russ dropped off at the airport and got everything all loaded up in the truck for Spangle, and I guess I got home about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
Now let's mention too, Rob did make 2 very important trips while at the School of Santas.
Yes, he did. One of them was for
him and I went one day, and then he went the next day by himself. Highland Dairy. Highland Dairy was gracious enough to donate all the milk we needed for the School of Santas, and we were able, because they donated a plenty, and we were able to actually have that for a few different times. We had white milk, some chocolate milks, and while I was there, I seen a cooler that was outside, and it had a picture of ice cream on it. And Highland Dairy was gracious enough to let us get a corporate thing going with them, and we got ice cream. And one day we picked up a whole bunch of it and brought it in. The next day Rob picked up a whole bunch of it and brought it in. And I think we had ice cream every day, just as
sandwiches. You had chocolate covered vanilla bars. You had. Everybody was really impressed with the strawberry. Liz Root said, "Oh my gosh,
strawberry shortcake ones, yeah."
Oh yeah, she was all into that.
So that strawberry was my favorite. And there were fudge bars and all kinds of stuff.
Now I did learn the hard way. Don't step into condensation on the sidewalk before you step into the freezer.
Did you?
I nearly lost my shoes in the freezer getting ice cream.
So, real quick, something we didn't mention since we're giving kudos to everybody, we do got to say that Santa Scott Seriton loads up his truck, his 26-foot trailer, I guess it's 26 foot in it, with everything, TNL equipment, truss, lights, sound, boards, you name it, all the wiring, cables, everything's in road cases now, which made Rob and Russ a little bit easier job rolling things in and out, and Preston, Scott's son, and Scott. And they also took Scott's Suburban, so they wouldn't have to unload the trailer off of the truck and get around, and so that way they had transportation. And Scott made a couple extra trips too, didn't he, Spangle?
Yeah, he was around in different places a lot too.
You got your gray trailer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, your Santa trailer, your trailer that you do Santa out of, your mobile trailer studio.
I like to bring it down there because that's our initiative. That's our charity that we run. Because it goes around and gives out free gloves and hats and stuff to the children.
Right.
So I like to let the people that attend School of Santas kind of know what it's about.
And of course, Scott was supposed to be on with us now, but his computer's acting stupid, so. He was going to let him talk for himself, but I just thought I'd throw that in there real quick.
And I just want to throw that in with Scott. This past year, there's been a couple times that he had me come down to Oklahoma City, and we've had people come in to help train us on the new lighting system and the new board and stuff. And it's stuff that we've been working on throughout the course of the year, and it's amazing how much. He really does want everything to be amazing and to be over the top, and that's it's pretty cool the way that he really gets his heart into that.
Yeah, and I'm just going to throw this out there too. With Scott not being able to make it into the show tonight, we were all able to say something.
Oh my gosh.
We love you, Scott.
Okay, so let's go ahead. Have you got the Stuff for Santa commercial loaded?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and run that real quick, and let's come back on the other side of that real fast. We got to say thank you to our.
Oh, hello there. Yes, of course, it's me, Santa Claus. Now, you may not believe this, but one of the questions I get asked the most is, well, not how do I do it all in one night? No, but where do I get all my things from? Yes, now, what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the finest things I have. My glorious gloves, all my knickknacks and trinkets and things. Yes, all the giveaways. Yes, for me to give to the children before the main event. Yes, if I see them in the streets, if they come and see me, I like to have something in my pocket I can treat them with. Yes, and there's one special place where I can find all these magical goods. And that is, of course, StuffForSanta.com. You should head there now and see what magical gifts you can find. Mrs. Claus, have you got my ice pad? Yes, log me on, I'm going to have a look. I shall see you there. StuffForSanta.com. Merry Christmas.
Just a few more things before we go. I want to say thank you to AJ for running back and forth to the sleigh, loading the gloves and the giveaways. The sleigh was down in the lobby. That's a lot of steps down the hallway and back that AJ made. Thank you, AJ.
You're welcome.
Also, want to say that Sunday went pretty smooth. Things come down a lot quicker now than they used to. I think, Rob, you said y'all were out of there by midnight. I walked out about 11:15, so y'all were there longer than I was. But my ankle, there wasn't a lot I could do other than take down the TNL booth portion and get out. Real quick, Mel, Santa Cruz wants to know how many days to SOS 2027?
358 days, 2 hours, 45 minutes, and 20 seconds.
There
And
you
that
have
is July 15th to the 18th, 2027, and Joe Barney is our keynote speaker.
Barney's going to make that appearance that he wasn't able to make this year, so that's good to know that Joe's coming back because everybody was disappointed, but everybody understood and everybody was happy with Phil and Ken DeBellius coming in. So fantastic. TNL learned some stuff. We've got some new little microphones. I'm wearing mine tonight. Each has got hers on your sleeve, you can see. These are DJI's. They're the new minis. Absolutely love the things. I still got my desk mic here for when it's just me, but when me and Angie's in the room together, we can't use two mics with these little minis. We can both use them. No feedback. They sound great. We used them all weekend at the school. TNL went better. We was able to hook up our little 1080 camera. And the only thing I need, Rob, is a longer cord for my camera so I can extend it outside the door.
You need a longer cord. Sounds like a personal problem, Bob.
Good night, guys.
All right, everybody. We're going
Good night, all. Thank you.
But we need to run our thank you to our other sponsors because we're obligated to them. So if Spangle wants to jump out, Mel wants to jump out, y'all can jump out. We'll wrap it up on the other side of these commercials.
Bye, Spangle.
Let me see. We got.
Run them.
Man, we missed Santa and Company LLC.
Yeah, we got Sam to thank, got Cherry Hill to thank.
Let's do this one.
Since 1948, one suit defines Santa. Designed by Charles W. Howard and worn by the world-famous Santa Claus School. Worn for presidents, movies, parades, and the most magical moments in families' lives. This is not a costume, but finely tailored hand-sewn clothing made in the USA. With expert cleaning, restoration, and storage services available, Santa and Company LLC makes Santa magical.
Oh, well.
Commercial quit in the middle.
Well, what did I do? Let me go back to this. Okay, I don't know why the commercial quit.
I don't either, but Spangle and No went ahead, Mel went ahead and jumped out real quick.
No, Mel's still here. Mel's still here.
Oh, she's still there. Okay, I thought she froze up. That was just her picture. Oh no, that's
We're just that tired of not moving.
I hear you. Well, go ahead and play a couple of the others, and let's move along, Angie.
What do we got next? King Risk.
Ho, 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 ho!
Shop Thermo Apparel. They're wonderful. They're fantastic. And for the coolest of cool Santas or Easter bunnies, remember Thermo Apparel.
Don't just be cool as an attitude. Keep cool, literally.
Thermo Apparel. Be cool.
Angie's Originals, custom Christmas attire since 2015. Your all-in-one wardrobe shop. Shop at angiesoriginals.com.
Oh, hi. I'm Santa's official.
We're having problems with videos. They're not working.
Well, I know what happened.
What happened?
AJ tried to do one of them mashups or mixes, where you mix everything together. The DJs that do the record scratching. AJ's been playing with commercials when we wasn't looking. Did you do that, AJ?
No.
I don't know what happened, guys. Sorry, and I apologize to our sponsors, our vendors there. Don't know what was going on. I want to say thank you to Jessica Lamb's Holiday Photo Magic, Angie's Original, Cherry Hill Programs, Thermo Apparel, Caboose, King Risk Partners, StuffForSanta.com, SchoolOfSantas.com, Sam Militello at Sam and Company LLC at North Pole Cornerstones, all sponsors for the TNL Network production. We picked up 3 more sponsors over the weekend. We're going to have to restructure and do some things different next year, but the idea that we have at this point real quick is we're going to start rotating our commercials amongst the 8 different shows that we have, and we'll rotate them on a basis of every 60 days or something in effect. That way we're not playing them all and we're mixing them up and everybody's getting a chance to play the commercials and see them in different parts of the show.
Scott
So.
says we need to say something about the backdrop people.
Okay, Scott, go ahead and type it in. Say thanks to the backdrop people. I'm gonna let you put it in. We'll put it up on the screen.
Scott, would you like to join us now?
He can't get in his computer. He's working off his phone, probably. Anyway, we want to say thank you to everyone for joining us. I know these kind of shows are different from our normal format, but again, I started to explain earlier and never did really explain when we come in late after a week out on the road, and for me, the other traveling that we done with Rob and Scott up to Kentucky and Cincinnati area just a few weeks back, and then Carol and I going to the Maps folks up in Michigan a few weeks before that. You know, our time is like craziness all of a sudden, and we just didn't have time to put another show together for tonight. So this is always the easiest thing after Branson, rolling in on a Monday to jump right on back into Tuesday and give you something. I mean, we could have took the night off and rested. We could have all been there sleeping, you know, but we wanted to come on and kind of give you a recap of the fun we had. You can't be there, at least you can hear us talk about it, and we, you know, kind of let you see what you're missing. And that's the whole idea of the premise of the TNL shows that we do from Branson each year to give you a taste of what goes on there. Let you see for yourself. Is this something that I want to try to do next year? You know, we welcome any and all. Spangle School has become a big success. As it grows and continues to grow, we pick up help from folks like AJ and Russ Lewis. I want to say again, thank you to him again. Rob, you know, Rob Wood, you're our MVP this year, last year, and every year that you've been with us. You do such a great job, and you never complain. And those 20,000 steps, you know, that's a lot of steps, brother.
And I'm not kidding when I say every bit of it's a labor of love. I mean, that's from the first time I walked into School of Santas, I just knew I wanted to be part of this, and I'm so grateful that I'm able to do that.
And Santa Mel put it best today. If you haven't seen some of the things that she's put out for the School of Santas as a spokesperson and all, she says, you know, the school is important. What we learn in school, and we talk about this all the time. It's important. The instruction is important, but some of the most valuable lessons learned are from each other. Sitting down there with the cobbler and the ice cream, or going to out to eat at the buffet, or you know, just getting together for a quick lunch. I got to mention Sunday, one of our favorite places to eat, local flavor. She's only open from 11 to 2 on Sunday, closed on Monday. We've always got to go down there a couple of times and eat with Michelle and Greg. And they're from Oklahoma. They have two locations, one in Oklahoma, they started one in Branson, but it's Southern or down home cooking. I mean, you just ain't going to get better cooking what they do. And we took Rob, myself, Carol, Randy and Debbie Neely, Larry and Sherry Davis, Scott Sheraton, his son, Martin, and Randall Santa Checkerly. Who else did I miss? Anybody?
Hey, we had Chris and Amy.
And Chris and Kim. Chris and Kim.
Yeah, Chris and Kim.
Yeah, went along. I know I was missing somebody. I just couldn't remember who I named and who I had. We went down there
and Randy Checkerly
presented Randall Santa Checkerly with his nomination book. They make two books, one they send to the Hall of Fame committee and one they give to the nominee. And it was a very, very touching moment. I know when they did the same thing for me, I cried like a baby. And I seen tears in Randy's eyes yesterday. And, you know, he's a tough guy. He don't like to cry, but he shed some tears yesterday. So, and Preston was
there too, yeah.
Preston, so.
Oh, here's the.
Did DRC Printing. DRC Printing has been in Gatlinburg with us the last two rounds. They were in Memphis at the ISC. They are a printing company that prints for Santas, banners, backdrops. I mean, I think they do a little bit of everything because they are a printing company. But they do, they make it special for the Santa community because they are involved in the community. So therefore, DRC Printing, check them out. If you need any printing done, go over and check them. That beautiful backdrop we got came from them. I want to say thank you to them also. I think I've got everybody. I think I mentioned everything I wanted to mention. Rob, you got any final words?
Just like you were saying, going to these schools, it's so much more than just the coursework. It is that community. Whether it's getting a come on, I got to hang out with Phil Wentz and Ken DeBulis and Spangle and you and all. It's so much, and it's so awesome. And the time I get to spend with Scott and AJ and Mel. We just got to start getting Angela to these things now. Got to get her out of the house more, get her out on the road, and I just can't say enough about all the people that truly do become family.
Well, we're lucky that Angela can produce from the house and keep the shows going because I sure can't do them without her. I did the ones, when we were up there in Kentucky, but it was very simple. It was me pushing a button and had simple 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was. It was done. She set it up and had it easy enough that even I could understand it. So when mom and dad's gone, somebody's got to take care of the house, and we've got a little puppy here that's diabetic that has to have 2 shots a day. So that's the biggest thing, and it's hard to travel with her at the age that she is. So, but in the future, we'll be able to get her out some. Randy says, thank you. It was a day and honor I will always remember. Amazing book put together by Randy Neely and Debbie. Love you all. And Randy Wagner, you got to say that those letters in there, the names at the end of those letters are prominent people standing in our community that people look up to, and that carries weight. And when you see folks that you look up to, as Mel was talking about earlier, when you see folks that you look up to, that you are experienced, that are a big part of the community, and you see where they've come forth to support you in efforts to get you moved into the Hall of Fame. Man, I mean, the feeling is no greater. You feel validated. You feel like folks have paid attention to your work. And Randy, nobody's worked harder. Nobody deserves it more than you. Santa, Randy, Randall, Santa, however you want to say it. I love you, brother, and we're working and praying hard that you get in the Hall of Fame because you deserve it. If anybody else deserves it, you definitely do. Hello, Bill Coates. Hope you get some rest yesterday and today, and if not, get you some tonight because that's where Rob and I are fixing to head. AJ, tell me something.
It was an awesome week. If you have not been there, you need to next year.
Yeah, you're going to go next year. And where else are you going to go this next year?
Gatlinburg.
That's right. You're going to be at the TNL booth with us, aren't you?
Yep.
Yep. All right. Yep.
AJ,
Bob.
I need you to go to Cornerstones.
My mom.
Mama says I'm broke now, AJ. You know how much those hats are $25 a piece, and I done bought 100 for you. That's $2,500. Think of all the events you could go to.
Angela, my mom said hopefully
a garage sale. Sell those hats for about $15 a piece, and I'll get you there.
Angela, did you hear what I said?
No, I didn't hear.
My mom said hopefully soon.
That would be
we go. And Andy says you guys are killing me. All right, let's call it. We've been on here, what now? Yeah, almost an hour and a half. All right, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you very much. We love the comments. We love it when you guys chime in and tell us what you're thinking. And we hope to see you next week. Now, real quick, before we do go.
And I want to say something.
Well, go ahead and talk, Angie.
Okay, I don't know if, how many of you saw my post on the TNL Network Facebook group page. But if you do have videos or pictures of the Santa Claus Hall of Fame ceremony from Branson, could you please email it to us at TNL Network Productions 1225@gmail.com. I would appreciate it. I want to put a YouTube video together.
So let's put a YouTube video together of some of the ceremony that me and Mel were inducted in. So if anybody that was there this weekend has any footage, it doesn't matter, big, little, small, it doesn't matter, send it to Angela at that address. You want to give them that email one more time?
Yeah, let me type it in on the chat, or not the chat.
Okay, well, you type that in while I'm telling everyone about next week's show. July 28th, TNL catches up with Deanna Golden and Bob, that's me, of course, about all things North Pole Cornerstones in Edmond, Oklahoma North. and the 4 days of education set for February 18th through the 21st, 2027 at the fabulous Hilton Garden Inn and Conference Center. Lots of new updates coming up, and we got some really cool stuff cooking right now for NPC. The Marty, oh my gosh. The party may start at SOS in Branson, but it ends in February at NPC and OKC. So come join us next week to find out what we got cooking, and we'd love to see you all in February. You know, we promote Spangle School all year long. He helps promote our school all year long. And we may be biased, but we really think there's two of the better schools out there. And the format is the same as Spangles. We have lots of folks coming in. We have a couple of keynotes, and then we have a lot of supporting instructors that roll in, and we have a whole host of topics. Rob was there. He can tell you more about it. You can ask him. He'll validate what I'm saying.
But don't ask right now. I'm going to bed.
Good night, everyone. Thanks.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Love y'all. Are y'all waiting for an after party? There's still 8 here. Thank y'all.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Appreciate you.
We're going to go.
Bye.
Bye.